Hello everyone and welcome back to Rainy Day Reactions with Chris and Nia. Today we're going to be reacting to Dark Season 1 Episode 8 and it's called As You Sow, So You Shall Reap. But first...
Right. So, on the last episode, we messed up on our dates. Because our brains automatically went to American format, which the rest of the world doesn't use.
I know.
There was just so much going on the episode that we didn't even fully pay attention to the dates, just the year mainly.
Yeah, but thank you to everyone. Always keeping an eye out for everything.
Oh yeah, thank you. But also on the last episode, we had Ulrich going after Helge in the cave.
Helge's the one, it seems. He's the one.
He's working with Noah and he's the one taking the kids and I guess getting rid of the bodies.
Oh, the thing that the stranger kept telling Jonas about, like a life for a life.
Yeah.
Or maybe if someone's going in or going back, a life has to be taken away. Right? Remember?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Is that why they're
I'm not sure where I'm going with that one. Right?
Well, my thought was maybe they gotta kill a kid to go to be able to put someone in a different timeline or something, just so it doesn't mess something up. But I don't know how that would make sense.
You know what? That actually kind of makes sense. But again, it's so permanent, right? Because then if someone like Jonas, for example, he went back, but then he came back, now there's a person permanently missing.
Right.
But this is so much fun. I'm really enjoying this show.
Me too. Being confused has never been so awesome.
Yep. They put a lot. There's a lot going on. It's a beautiful show. I love
the music, the look, the feel, the acting,
the confusion,
the details, just everything's really well put together. You ready to get started?
Yes,
All
I
right.
am.
Let's go.
Well, this is probably that same day or maybe days before or whatever happened to him.
Are those bodies in the sand?
Danke, dass du so schnell kommen konntest, Egon.
Yo, it is Egon. You had the similar eye.
Diese beiden Leichen heute Morgen
Look.
gefunden.
That's Eric.
Is it?
And Yasin, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, the colors of the clothing. Holy shit, dude.
Wait, but you know what doesn't make sense? Where those bodies are left. If you're gonna do something, you're gonna hide them or you're gonna dig them somewhere no one's gonna see. You wouldn't put them in a pile of dirt.
Well, that was probably intentional.
Here we go.
Ohne eine dritte Dimension ist nichts vollkommen. Es gibt nicht nur ein Oben und ein Unten. Es gibt auch eine Mitte.
I've been waiting for this moment. I'm so excited.
Holy shit, he went through.
I know.
Don't go left,
Hey,
go right.
I don't even care where he goes. I just need him to go somewhere. Just don't go back.
Damn it, he went left.
He's gonna end up in the past, right?
In the 50s?
Ich sagte, du sollst dich ausziehen.
Jesus. She's horrifying.
Auf der Baustelle, da war alles voller Polizei.
Polizei.
2 Leichen, mitten auf der Baustelle.
Was redest du denn da?
Die Prägung stammt aus dem Jahr 1986.
Soll das ein Witz sein?
Sind definitiv nicht von hier. Der Junge hier hat ein südländisches Aussehen oder arabisch, würde ich sagen. Der Rothaarige, weiß ich nicht. Also ich habe schon einiges Sonderbarer gesehen.
You know, I need to hear one more time. Oh no, never mind.
It's a cabin.
Yeah.
Sie schreiben über Nietzsches ewige Wiederkunft desgleichen. Ein Universum, das sich ausdehnt und wieder in sich zusammenfällt.
Alle 33 Jahre synchronisiert sich der Zyklus des Mondes mit dem der Sonne. 33. Ist aber mehr als das. Sie begegnet uns überall.
Und es ist das Alter, in dem der Antichrist seine Herrschaft beginnt.
You see how they cut from Antichrist to Noah?
He's terrifying.
Warum einer zum Mörder wird?
Ja. Wird man so geboren oder wird man zu einem gemacht?
Das würde unsere Arbeit jedenfalls erleichtern, wenn wir es vorher wüssten. Sperren wir sie ein, wenn sie noch klein sind.
Hey, da ist jemand. Los, Abmarsch!
Du musst dich wehren. Sonst hören die nie auf.
Die sind doch viel stärker als ich.
Dann beißt du beim nächsten Mal eben einfach zu.
Der Strahl sollte auf ewig in die gleiche Richtung weiterlaufen. Ein Wurmloch verändert die Topologie der Raumzeit. Nichts ist mehr da, wo es hingehört.
It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense at the same time, right?
Mein Name ist Agnes Nielsen. Und ist mein Sohn Tronte. Wir sind neu in Winden.
Oh my god!
Guten Tag.
Oh my god.
Du bist Tronte, Nielsen.
Stellen Sie sich vor, Sie würden in die Vergangenheit reisen und dort auf Ihren Vater treffen, noch ehe er Sie gezeugt hat. Würden Sie mit dieser Begegnung bereits etwas verändern?
Oh, for real? Did he already change things?
Und ist überhaupt irgendwas veränderbar?
Ist alles in Ordnung mit Ihnen?
Sind Sie Helge Tannhouse? Ja. Nein, da wird doch nicht derselbe, was?
He's having
Die
harder
33.
time struggling with it.
Sie schreiben, es könnte der Zeitabstand zwischen den Ebenen eines tertiären Wurmlochs sein.
Das ist nur eine Theorie. Aber es könnte des Pudels Kern sein.
Guten Tag.
Agnes Nielsen. Tronte?
Und Tronte.
Claudia.
Ja, und das ist unser Hund Gretchen. Ich hoffe, Sie haben nichts
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what-
it took me a second.
So that's where Tronte and Claudia started. And poor Helge got pushed to the side.
Hallo.
Hallo Ines, hallo Jana.
Ich soll Papa so abholen. Ist sie fertig? Haben Sie schon gehört, was die Polizei heute Morgen gefunden hat?
Nein.
Oh no. Don't say.
Man hat auf der Baustelle vom Doppler 2 Leichen gefunden. 2 kleine Jungen. Die wurden von Außerirdischen entführt. Für Experimente.
Was hast du gerade eben gesagt?
Und wir bauen hier das erste deutsche Atomkraftwerk
Yeah.
und bringen
So
der
he started the
Gemeinde auf
power
Dauer damit Stabilität und Wohlstand. Sie sollten sich eher fragen, wer etwas gegen den Bau des Kernkraftwerks hat.
Des Kernkraftwerks?
Ich sprach gerade mit dem Stadtrat, es geht um die endgültige Baugenehmigung. Und da tauchen zufällig, einen Tag vorher, 2 Kinderleichen auf dem Gelände auf. Die Kernenergie bringt Wachstum und Reichtum für eine ganze Nation. Aber sie bedeutet Wandel. Altes muss Neuem weichen. Das gefällt nicht jedem.
Damn, third wheeling already.
Das sind unsere Höhlen. Man darf nicht tief rein, aber wir machen es trotzdem manchmal. Mutprobe, verstehst du? Musst du nicht auch langsam mal zurück nach Hause?
Damn.
Dann sind wir los.
You really hurting for little Helge, huh? Wait.
Is that her dog? Maybe? That's why he does that?
Mein Sohn ist verschwunden. Alles, was ich wissen will, ist, dass Sie mir sagen, ob eins der toten Kinder mein Kind ist. Er heißt Mikkel, ist 11 Jahre alt, hat braune Haare, blaue Augen, ist ungefähr so groß. Ich habe ein Foto. Scheiße, meine Jacke.
Der ist doch besoffen.
Bernd ist Helges Vater. Richtig? Halt! Warten Sie! Hey!
I thought he was gonna be a lot more subtle.
Me too. He's just making a mess, probably.
Frau Nielsen, das ist Egon Tiedemann, mein Ehemann. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Mm.
Vielleicht ist Gretchen bei Helge.
Ja, ganz bestimmt.
Kannst du nicht mal hinfahren und nachschauen?
Und solange ein Wurmloch existiert, besteht eine geschlossene Zeitschleife. In ihr bedingt sich alles miteinander. Nicht nur die Vergangenheit beeinflusst die Zukunft, sondern auch die Zukunft.
The future also influences the
Das
past.
ist wie bei der Frage nach dem Huhn und dem Ei.
Haben Sie den Mann gefunden, den Sie suchen?
Heck, you are the man.
Was hast du in deiner Kiste? Hast du die tot gemacht?
Die fallen einfach so vom Himmel.
Pflanzen einfach so runter. Ich sammle sie nur. Sie sind so schön, wenn sie tot sind.
Oh
That's
my
not
God.
helping you, dude. Oh my God.
Aber du wirst mal was tot machen. Mein Bruder. Mein Sohn. Ich jetzt, aber später. Ich kann die Vergangenheit ändern. Und die Zukunft.
Oh my God!
Oh, he did what he told him to fight. Maybe that's when...
Is this really happening? Oh my God!
Holy shit. So this had already happened.
Unser Hund. Hat Helge ihn vielleicht mitgenommen?
Sicher nicht. Wir dulden keine Tiere im Haus, Helge weiß das.
She's creepy.
Oh, he locked them in there. Holy shit.
Okay. I was not expecting that.
Cigarette marks, maybe?
Ein Schicksal geknüpft an das nächste. Alles ist miteinander verbunden.
Ich bin durch dieses Wurmloch nach 1986 gereist. Ist kaputt. Sie müssen ihn reparieren.
Das kann ich nicht.
Er öffnet ein Portal, durch das man 33 Jahre in die Vergangenheit und 33 Jahre in die Zukunft reisen kann, ja.
Und das Wurmloch, durch das Sie gekommen sind, hat das der Apparat gemacht?
Nein. Vor wenigen Monaten gab es einen Störfall im Kernkraftwerk und dabei ist Energie freigesetzt worden. Und der Apparat ist jedenfalls in der Lage, den gleichen Prozess zu wiederholen.
Und Sie wollen jetzt ein weiteres Wurmloch erschaffen?
Nein, ich will das Bestehende zerstören. Ich habe die Zukunft gesehen. Ich weiß, was passieren wird. Ich muss das alles wieder gerade biegen. Und Sie müssen mir dabei helfen.
His phone.
We see Claudia.
Yes.
It was a picture of Claudia when she was a girl.
Claudia now, right?
Yeah, Claudia now, because it was the one with she was a girl, then the 80s, and then now with like the
really long
gray hair. You know what I'm also wondering? What all that ammo and surplus stuff was that they showed before they showed us Claudia.
Now, I'm assuming it's her stuff. What is she doing?
I don't know. But then right after they showed those items, they showed Aegon's picture. I don't know if that meant something or if they were just showing us the room that Claudia was in.
Claudia definitely looks
like she's gone through something.
Yeah. She completely went a different route at some point after she became in charge of the plant.
Yeah. Something must have happened to her. And I'm also guessing she completely doesn't care about Helge after this because she probably blamed the dog going missing on Helge. And that's why in the 80s she's so dismissive of him. Remember he gave her the book?
Yeah.
And she took over the plant and she was kind of like, oh, whatever, right?
Yeah.
She wasn't mean, but she wasn't like...
She was distant.
Yeah, distant.
Another thing that I noticed was Helge's childhood home ends up being Regina's hotel. I'm wondering, how did that happen? It seems like people are swapping properties. The Tiedemans live in Ulrich's home. Regina, who is also with Tiedemann, right? Claudia's daughter, ends up living in Helge or having a business in Helge's childhood home. I'm sure that there's going to be a whole lot of backstory on how these things end up swapping. Ulrich traveled through time, and it did not go at all the way that I thought it was going to go.
Nope. It's like the complete opposite. He just beat the shit out of Helge. As a kid. Holy fuck. And the fact that he had the dead birds did not help.
I know. For some reason I kept thinking like, oh, come on. Like, you haven't seen anyone collecting the birds. But he was not, I'm assuming, he was not friends with Charlotte back in the 80s.
Nope.
She was also collecting the birds. I don't even think he's really even paying any attention to the birds, really. But yeah, he took it as you will one day. He started naming all of the boys that at this point, it does look like Helge is playing a role in their disappearance. And if not, like helping with murdering them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can see what Ulrich is doing. He is trying to essentially eliminate the problem before he grows up. But we just don't have the full picture.
We don't.
And he went he went really far. I thought he was dead. I thought he killed Helge.
It was pretty obvious. He messed up his ear.
No, I know.
Helge's been like that for the rest
No,
of
I
his
know
life.
he messed up his ear, but I started thinking, like, what if the Helge problem that we saw in the beginning of last episode, what if he got beat up, but for some reason Ulrich beat him up even more than what was supposed to.
And I'm also guessing Helge ends up helping Noah because he remembers someone from the future kicking his ass. You think?
Maybe. Ulrich was staring at the door right here at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he changes his mind and takes him out, or you think he leaves him in there and, like you said, like,
I don't know.
Noah saves him?
I think Noah eventually finds them in the bunker. Oh, and they also dumped Eric and Yazin in the 50s.
Yeah, that's...
On purpose, like where the power plant was supposed to go up.
That's my biggest question is why?
Why on purpose? You think Noah's trying to get rid of the power he was trying to keep the power plant from happening, possibly?
Maybe.
Because it's science.
Maybe.
I mean, that could be a reason, but there could be a million other things why he would want to stop it.
I can see Aegon's dislike for Helge's family.
Mm-hmm.
The dad, you know, was like, it was surprising to me how there's 2 dead children, and he was like, the Cole did it. Like, he was more outraged about the Cole people trying to do something than the fact that there are 2 dead kids
dead
there.
bodies, yeah.
And then the wife, she is scary. Helge's mom is so intimidating. Even when he went in there, she's just like, get out.
I know.
Basically. And he, you know, and you can see that he's just kind of like, no, I'm not feeling any of this.
Yeah. Here's my crazy theory. We did mention the moms.
The connection between Agnes, and they have not given us a name for Aegon's wife.
So Aegon's wife and Tronte's mom, they had a thing. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing they probably end up with each other, and Aegon ends up kicked out of the home.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Tronte ends up living in that home his whole life, and then has Ulrich, who takes ownership of the home.
And that's why Aegon hates him.
Yeah.
Because of, not necessarily because of Ulrich,
but because of the family connection.
Who Ulrich is in terms of like his family.
Right.
Yeah. That would explain why Aegon is so like, his hatred for Ulrich was since he was a teenager. And probably even since before then.
Mm-hmm.
And Tronte. His burns. I have a feeling.
Do you think they ran from the dad or the mom's doing that to him?
I don't know.
They look like cigarette marks.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just, when I imagine if someone's hurting someone, I don't imagine it all in one arm. To me, that seems self-inflicted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all in one spot. Like
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I'm way off. What if that's his like coping mechanism for something? And then when we see him as an old man in the present time, remember how he was putting the bloody-ish sweater like in the wash? What if he's just doing that again? And we read it as like, oh, he's super shady, but he's really just coping with things in his own way. And it's really just a bloody sweater because of things going on. I don't know what Ulrich is gonna do.
He completely like.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, like no self-control at all.
Yeah.
In any situation, like all the interactions he had were weird with his mom, with.
Because he seemed
the
pretty.
Tannhouse guy.
He seemed pretty on top of it when he was investigating.
Yeah.
But then once he got there, it was like too much.
Yeah.
Oh. This mystery stranger guy talking to
Tannhouse.
Tannhouse.
What I think is that Mystery Man is meeting Tannhouse in the 80s. So there was an explosion at the nuclear plant, right?
At the beginning.
That created this portal, which is the one that the mystery guy has been using. And I'm guessing they're meeting in the 80s because the book was printed in 81. The guy mentioned, I haven't seen this book in a long time. A long time could be 5 years, it could be 30 years. I'm going with 5 years. Because the guy in the 50s, Tannhouse in the 50s, he looked around like maybe 30-ish, 40-ish years old. To me at least. And now he looks like he's like in his 60s, 70s. So that's about like a 30-year difference, right? So I'm guessing this meeting between Mystery Man and Tannhouse is happening in 86. When he's asking them how to work the time machine. Because the mystery guy could be from any timeline.
Yeah, from any date.
Yeah, so what he's trying to do is fix this explosion, like keeping it from happening. I'm guessing the explosion was the accident that happened
in the present time.
So he could be from any time after that. Because I don't think he's from 2019. He doesn't seem like he's from 2019.
I don't think so either.
He seems to know a lot more than everyone else. So I'm guessing he's from further down in the future, which the portal would still exist then. It's not like anyone has closed it, but he's trying to close it or keeping it from happening. Right?
Yeah.
It makes some sense. I'm also kind of assuming that this explosion happened in...
Now?
Yeah, in the now. Because how would there be portals in the nuclear plant? That portal that the explosion created is the one that Jonas has been using as well. Because they're not using the machine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the natural portals.
If the explosion didn't happen yet, like where did the portal that Jonas and them are using come from? That's my whole theory. I'm just like fully assuming this is what happens.
I think what you're saying makes the most sense because the way the portal is currently set up, you can go to the 50s during the November dates. He can go to 1986, and then if he comes to the present, the accident has already happened.
Yeah.
He needs the time machine to put in a more specific date.
Right.
To be able to go and prevent that. Because even if he can go here and here and here,
He would have to either wait a long time or he had just missed it.
Yeah, exactly. He either has to prevent it or derail it from a long time ago, or go back into where he's from and it's already happened. And so he needs that machine to be able to do something in particular.
Yeah, a specific
That makes
time.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fascinating. This show is like nothing I've ever seen. I'm enjoying the twist, like how complicated it is. I'm enjoying the storylines, the families.
Mm-hmm.
I know we do a lot of like thinking and trying to figure things out, but I'm just as equally invested in like everyone's story.
Me too.
And what happens and how it's connected, and are they gonna be happy? Right? Like I'm always like, but are they gonna end up happy? Is someone gonna be
There needs
truly
to be
happy?
a happy ending somewhere. If you have anything to add or something we missed for this specific episode or things that have already happened, drop it down in the comments. No spoilers or leads, please. Alright, well, make sure you like our video, subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications, and we'll see you all for the next episode.
Thank you. Bye.